Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today we're going to give you a video tour of this 2019 Ford Transit 250 high roof compact grooming van. This van runs solely on generator power, so no inverters with this one. It does have the ultra quiet Honda generator, which has been great. Less noise for the dogs, less nervousness for the dogs. This has been a solid piece of equipment. I've never had any trouble out of the Honda generator, and it's been great. The Honda generator is on a pull-out track, so when you're working, you just pull this out so the exhaust goes this way and groom with the back doors open. If it's raining, you can close that door and just leave this one open at all times. The track is great for easy oil changes on the generator, so that makes life very efficient with that, with your maintenance. It also runs on this fuel pump, so every night when you're filling up your tanks and filling up your generator, you can just take this fuel pump, fill up the generator, takes the gas directly from the van, push the button, and you're good to go. Never have to fool with any gas cans. Here is the fresh water. You've got two 30-gallon tanks, so a total of 60 gallons of fresh water. Fresh water fill is right here. You've got two 30-gallon gray tanks for a total of 60-gallon gray tank capacity. Your water pump is back there. And your draining for the gray water is right here. We have a detachable drain pipe up there. It just connects right on here so that you can easily get rid of your gray water every day. So back here, we did install a battery charger for the generator that prevents your battery on your generator from ever dying. I know a lot of the girls have said that, you know, they wake up in the winter and the generator won't start because it's been cold or it never gets charged, and so that's been to prevent that. It's also really cool with this van that your generator is inside the van when you're not using the van, so that it's not outside in the elements, which has been great. I'm going to start this up so that you can tell how quiet it is. We're just going to go around here. This is a plug so that you can run heat inside the van in the winter off of shore power. So if you don't have an RV plug on your home, you can just use an adapter and connect to a regular extension cord, and the adapter is included in the sale of the van. One of the greatest features of this van is the fact that it has a toilet. It's on a concealed pull-out track, and it's a Lavio dry flush toilet. This is so fantastic, guys, because a lot of these grooming vans do not include a toilet. This one does, and that means that you're never wasting valuable time on your routes looking for a restroom, and you're never having to ask your customers to use their restroom. It's just been fantastic to have this, and so when we built this van, we used the space that we had available in here to put things in it that I knew that I would want that weren't included in standard grooming vans. And the main one was the toilet, the other one was the drying kennel. So everybody knows that every once in a while you're gonna have that difficult dog that you just can't dry their face or whatever, and so you do have that drying kennel to assist you in those scenarios. It also comes with a double K cage dryer, which has been great. So every once in a while, if you need it, it's there. That kennel does also really come in handy if you're at a stop where you just want to have multiple animals hanging out so that you don't have to keep going in and out of the customer's house. This is the breaker box, which is very convenient. I know that some of these vans don't have a main breaker box, so this simplifies things. You've got all of your breakers here for most of the components in the van, and then you have the one sub panel which controls the rooftop AC. This is to switch from generator power to shore power, so we just talked about plugging up to shore power at night during the winter. When you do that, you just flip this over so that you're powering your heat overnight. The shore power does also give you lights, but you do have to work on generator power. The only thing that you can do on shore power is run the lights and the heat. Here's your laundry hamper, carbon monoxide alarm. So we've got a full-size Duradog electric table that goes up and down with the overhead arm. The thing that I love about the Duradog table is the rubber surface. I cannot stand a grooming table that is really slick, so my favorite thing about this table is that the dogs actually have traction on their feet, and it's fantastic. You've got your built-in toolbox for your blades and all your scissors. And then I put this rack up here. This is where I always kept my clippers and my Dremel and everything. Plenty of cabinet space. We've got our K9 force dryer. This was replaced this year, so this is a new one. Built-in space heater is down here. That's brand new. That just went in and has not even been used yet. And then here, you'll see in the listing that we talked about this cubby hole. This was originally built with a window unit AC in this spot. And we found out real quick that that sucked in too much dog hair, so we pulled it out and put a rooftop unit on, which has been fantastic. The rooftop unit is a GE. It's meant for cooling RVs, so it is very powerful and has been very effective. That was installed in 2024, and it's wonderful for such a small space. You can also run just a fan on it. It does have an optional heat pump too, but the heat pump only works 29 degrees, so that's why we have the space heater with the shore power, so that you're never without heat in the winter overnight. Here is the tub. This is a RV tub mounted at waist height. You've got your overhead bar, and this is a stainless steel backsplash. The backsplash is new. This was originally built with stainless steel laminate, and this year we put real metal on it, so this is brand new. And then your shower head, of course. All new LED lights have just been installed. Plenty of cabinet space up underneath the tub. And then here's your hot water heater. That's a 6-gallon hot water heater. This is a compact van, so you can see with me standing in it about how much room you have. This is the perfect van for the solo entrepreneur. I spent 4 weekends compiling this user manual for my buyer because I don't know, if you've never done mobile grooming before, then you're going to find out that there's a lot that you need to know about how to take care of your van and how to work in it, because it's way different than working at a brick and mortar shop. All the components on wheels, it takes a lot of know-how. So everything that I learned the hard way, I've included in this manual. We want to make sure that our buyer never feels like they're confused, that they don't know how to do something, that they're left not understanding. So we literally tried to think of everything that our buyer would ever need to know about how to use this if they're having a problem, about how to fix it. Because sometimes when you're new to mobile grooming, you'll be working and something will go wrong and you'll think that you've got a problem when really it might just be a breaker needs to be switched or that kind of thing. So I put every troubleshooting solution in there that our buyer would ever need to know. I've heard a lot of people say that they've bought used vans before and ended up in confusing situations or feeling like they bought a lemon. And I want our buyer to know that we stand behind our van. We put everything that they're ever going to need to know about it in here. This is 36,000 miles only on this van, so low mileage. And there's your extra bag of towels up there that we talked about. Your traffic cones too are included. And with the sale, we're also including 2 extra space heaters so that in the winter, if you are ever expecting a really hard freeze, that you can run additional ones off of extension cords and keep everything nice and toasty in there. I do want to point out too that one of the unique features about this van is that it has 2 sliding doors. If you've done any mobile grooming before, then you know that that hair has nowhere to go, and you can always vacuum up as much of it as you need to. But all those little pieces need to be blown out at the end of a long, hard day. And if you only have 1 sliding door, you'll turn on your force dryer to try to blow all that out, and it just becomes a cloud of raining hair. So the great thing about this van is you can open both sides and get all that out when you need to blow out all that dust. So this has been a great van. It has a lot of the unique features, including the drying kennel, the toilet, and the 2 sliding doors. And it is a 250, meaning that it does not have the extended body. And for me, when I first started mobile grooming, I told my husband I cannot drive a big long bus. I'm not comfortable with that. I won't do it. And so I've been so glad that this has been a compact one that I can drive easier. And when you're in tight neighborhoods and stuff like that, it's just better. Because if you're ever doing street parking or everybody's got their trash cans out that day, it's great to have something more compact and not be dealing with a big long extended body or a trailer. So this is perfect for that person that wants to do mobile grooming but isn't comfortable driving an extra large rig.